So Netflix is doing that. They're merging. They're buying WB. This includes the film studios of HBO, HBO Max, Discovery, and all of that. The deal itself is valued at $82.7 billion, a massive merger. Let's talk about it. First, it's very simple, right? It means less competition. When people merge like this, they consolidate under one name, making less options for the rest of us. When streaming giants like Netflix buy production companies and the service behind it like WB, HBO Max, and all of that, we actually end up getting fewer alternatives. Critics like from the Writers Guild, by the way, they have actually come out and said that this could reduce diversity of what actually gets made and released. The second downside about this is we're losing a relic, what is now a relic of the past, which is going to the theater for cinema. Cinema goers back in the day made a whole event out of it, right? But industry groups are now saying that the merger could threaten theatrical businesses because Netflix historically prioritizes streaming over the big screen releases. And this is true, we know this. Netflix is a streaming platform. WB is known for larger productions that do get released into theater. This is literally an issue, right? Like, what's going to actually happen here? Critics are saying that new releases might not even go to theaters, and if they do, it would be there for significantly less time before they hit the streaming platforms. Third, it's all about pricing, right? If Netflix is acquiring Warner Brothers, HBO Max, Discovery, and all the things that come with it, we as consumers might see our monthly bills keep going up because Netflix historically has raised prices and they will continue doing so, and this is a great reason for them to say, we need to raise prices again. And because Netflix has a say in their intellectual property, because they bought it, right? They bought it under this umbrella, this archive, this catalog, they might reduce the licensing of that product. So the free stuff that you have found on other third-party platforms owned by WB might not be the case anymore. You might not be able to find those titles. And to be fair, Netflix does say this, combining libraries will mean more content in one place, and they do still plan on theatrical releases, but for select titles. So we'll probably get fewer releases in theaters. But of course, the upside is convenience. But how much convenience do we want for the sacrifice of price, availability, and diversity of content? Because the downside is always less choice and higher prices. Less for us, more for them. Would you want only one app if it meant less was available in it? When I saw this, my first knee-jerk was, ew. I'm not a fan of consolidation. I've always thought that more people competing in a space is good for content to viewers because that means as they compete, we get better content. But if one person, one entity, one company owns it all under one umbrella, there's less of a reason to sort of push forward in these sort of risky narratives, this new sort of experimental content. I think that's why we've seen such a consolidation of IP and less new intellectual property being introduced to audiences, because this is a huge, big buy for Netflix. Anyway, until next time, see ya.